Disclaimer before this video begins. Okay, I don't want to give off any stupid impressions out there. I've only been weightlifting and bodybuilding for around, seriously, I'd say 7 months. Okay, so it's not a lot of time. But I've been in the weightlifting game as an amateur, I guess, for around 3 to 4 years. Who the fuck, man? Stupid fire alarm going on. Still going on. Yeah, someone's obviously not cooking this steak very right. Anyway, I've been into weightlifting bodybuilding for around 4 or 5 years, but seriously, I'd say 7 months. Okay, and in those 7 months, I saw more progress than I've seen in the last 4 or 5 years. Okay, main reason is because for those 4 years that I was in the gym and not really taking it seriously, in the sense of I had no clue what I was doing. I mean, yes, I knew the chest press worked the chest, I knew bicep curls worked the bis, I know the tricep extensions and all that kind of jazzy shit. I know what that works. I never did deadlifts, I never did squats, I never did overhead press. I completely neglected overhead press. I didn't even fucking know what an overhead press was back then. But yeah, I was in the gym basically monkeying around for 4 or 5 years, doing the treadmill here and there, not looking at my nutrition, not looking at protein content. Everything was just not going to work at all, and I didn't see any results. Let's be honest, yeah, I put on a little bit of muscle, but it wasn't visible. It definitely didn't make my physique look good. I was already, I was 100 kg, 100 kilograms, or maybe even 110 kilograms of just pure fat and just a little bit of muscle. So my physique was crap. It looked shit. Yes, I looked big, so I had big arms, and you know, my chest looked big, and I had broad shoulders, cool, but it was fat. And when you took off my shirt, my stomach was bigger than my fucking upper body. So not a good look, not a good place to be. You're in fat zone, fat city there, and it's just not good. What did I do in those 7 months that really changed the game? Okay, I wish I could put pictures up on it, because then you'd see the transformation, but let's be honest here. I'm going to be honest with you. In those 7 months, my waist tightened down, my upper body completely expanded, so now I've got the V-taper, and that's only after what? Actually, I got the V-taper after maybe a month of dieting and just doing pull-ups and push-ups. Okay, that was during the first lockdown, so you can literally see the transformation on my face. If you go through the videos, if you go back 4, 5, 6, 7 months, I guess, or if you go all the way back to maybe March or something, and then go further, go closer to the present day, you'll see the transformation on my face and how much fat was lost. You can't really see the physique because I'm not naked, but topic for another video, right? So what really did I change in the gym, man? What did I do? Well, I didn't even start with the gym. I started at home. I started with the basics. Okay, I started with calories in and calories out. Okay, so this goes for the skinny fat guys. Okay, calories in and calories out. You're already fat, but you're skinny. So what do you do, right? You're asking yourself the question, what do I do? If you're skinny fat, what's going on here is basically you've got no muscle, okay, and you're just fat. That's it. Okay, you've got no muscle, okay, and you're just fat, which is why your upper body looks shit and your lower body looks shit, in the sense of your lower body's fat, your upper body's fat, and your stomach's fat. Everything's fat, okay, but you're skinny at the same time because you have no muscle. There's no musculature development anywhere in your body because you've never lifted a weight in your life. So what you need to do as a skinny fat dude is you need to lose the fat. Okay, you need to lose the fat, lose the weight. Okay, whilst doing some resistance work. Do the weights. Okay, push yourself. Okay, go and attack the right exercises, but start with the basics. Don't go and do all these crazy lateral raises and fucking what other ones do they talk about all the time? The lat raises, the fucking rear pulls, and just forget about that, man. Just forget about it all. Focus on the 5 core exercises and get stronger on them. Okay, stay in. I'm just telling you how I do it. Okay, but this is actually scientifically proven, by the way. If you want to achieve hypertrophy, which is essentially muscle growth, you need to focus on progressive overload in the 6 to 8 rep range, okay, for the best results. In the 6 to 8 rep range, with around 4 or 5 sets, okay, per session, with around 2 to 3 exercises, okay. But focus on the main core golden 5 exercises, okay. I got this from Arnold, the basics, okay, again, which is the bench, the bent over row, the squat, the overhead press, and the deadlift. Okay, these are the golden 5. If you just take these golden 5 and you just do 2 exercises a day, okay, you've got a 3-day split, or you work out 3 days a week, let's say, and you just focus on 2 of these exercises every single week, in and out, but you're just getting stronger. So let's say on chest day, you're working the chest, of course, the biceps, let's add in the overhead press as well. Okay, on the back day you do deadlifts and you do the bent over row, and then on the leg day you do squats, and you just do squats, you do nothing else. Your physique is gonna change rapidly, because these core exercises are compound movements. Okay, so they don't just work the muscles that you're directly training. Okay, they work other muscles as well. So let's say when you do the overhead press, for example, or the military press, or whatever you want to call it, you're pushing it up, okay, and it's using the laterals, these front lats, the front fucking delts are pushing up the weight, okay? But it's not just that. You've got all these stabilizing muscles that have to keep it up, right? Because that fucking front, I can't talk, can I? That front delt can't just do it all by itself. So it's going to recruit the rear delt, the side delt, it's going to recruit the traps, it's going to recruit the lats, maybe a little bit, I don't know. It's going to recruit the pecs, I know that for sure. It's going to recruit the triceps, it's going to recruit maybe a little bit of the biceps, I don't know. But it's going to recruit all these stabilizing muscles to keep the fucking weight on you, that you're holding, right? So you're getting so much more work done with just one exercise. Now, if you add some supplementary exercises, like, a dumbbell push, an Arnie press, I can't remember the words or whatever, or a lateral raise, that's great, because it's direct work. But if you want to really gain strength and get stronger and put on size quickly, and this is usually for the noobs, you focus on the core exercises, man. Focus on the core exercises. Leave the supplementary exercises, so the isolation stuff, for later on down the line, when you're 3 to 4 years down the line, when you've lifted for a few years, you've kind of plateaued in most of your major lifts, and you want to add definition, you want to add tone, you want to really sharpen the muscle up, really get it crispy. Now you can add isolations, I'd say, because you're not more you've built the mass, you've built the core, you've built the core strength, so you don't need to focus on that as much now. But right now, this second, you got to just focus on getting stronger in the core main exercises, okay? So I would suggest, personally, you focus on those golden 5, okay? And that's what I'm doing. My weightlifting session usually has 2 compound lifts per session with a bunch of isolation on the side, because the isolation exercises, for me, they have definitely, especially if they're high volume, they've changed my body, my physique rapidly, because it just gives you a much more of a bigger pump. But as a beginner, as a noob, you should just focus on progressive overload in the 6 to 8 rep range. Get stronger, okay? Get stronger on those, and then after around a few years, once you've kind of maxed out your strength and all those core exercises, then you can kind of add in the other stuff, okay? Of course, do everything that's fun for you. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, if you like doing lat raises, stop doing lat raises. I like doing lat raises, right? They're fun. But if you really want to get size on those shoulders and really just want to, make them big and strong, and you want to push some heavy fucking poundage, you focus on the overhead press. You don't need anything else, okay? You don't need anything else to round out the shoulder, to really give it the definition, to give it the 3D effect that everyone talks about. Yeah, now you need to do the side, what do you call them? The side delts, side lateral raises, that's it. You can do the rear lateral raises, and there's a whole bunch of different exercises you can do for that. But again, that's for later on down the line, once you build the mass. So just focus on the mass right now. This is what Arnold says in his book, which I don't have on me right now. This is what Arnold says in his book called The Bodybuilding Encyclopedia. No, it's called The Journey of a Bodybuilder or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but it's got him looking cool. I don't know what it's called though. But that book in there, he says that just focus on the mass. Focus on building the mass, the pure strength, okay? And then once you're down the line, once that's all been sorted out, now you can focus on sharpening it up, toning it up, so you can end up looking like Mr. Hercules over here, who just looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this guy's the god of bodybuilding. I worship him every day. Well, I try to. I didn't worship you today, did I? I'm ashamed. I apologize. Jesus Christ, man. Look at that fucking thickness of the waist. It's just, this guy is just gorgeous in the back. The fucking back, man. I mean, it's just, you know why people like the Greek gods now. I think he's making me question my sexuality a little bit. Oh, Jesus. But anyway, focus on progressive overload. Focus on the 6 to 8 rep range. Okay, that's where you're going to build the muscle, and that's where you're going to build the strength. Don't do 1,000 fucking curls. If you want big arms, okay. I did make a video on this, but I don't think I'm gonna upload it. It was too long. If you want to build big arms, you know, again, this is another compound lift. If you want big arms, do weighted chin-ups, okay? Because if you're lifting 150 pounds, or if you're pulling 150 pounds of your body weight plus attached weight, and you're pulling, your arms are doing a lot of the work. So if your biceps are able to pull up your whole body like that, with the assistance of your lats and everything, you're not going to have small arms. It's just logic. You're not going to have small arms if you're able to pull yourself up at that level. But if you're doing your fucking bicep curls, if you're doing 30 reps per set, just sitting there all day doing this, you're not doing shit, man. You're just giving yourself a pump. You're training yourself for endurance. That's cool, but you're not going to build muscle like that. You're not going to build strength. Strength and muscle are correlated. I don't know why people always talk about, you know, the 5x5 routine, and they say that the 5x5 routine is purely for strength. Well, no, it's not. It's for strength and muscle. Strength and muscle are correlated. The stronger you are, the more muscle you're going to have. The thing about powerlifters is the reason they don't look like bodybuilders is because, number one, they're not training for aesthetics. They're training for just pure strength. They don't train in the 5 to 8 rep range. They train only in the 1 to 3 because they're pushing some serious poundage, and you can't push that for more volume. Or for more reps. You can't. It's just physically impossible. I mean, these guys, they do a 1 rep max, and they take a break for 5 minutes, and then they do it again. And it's like, that's their training style. They're training for a different event, a different lifestyle, you know. But the muscle building doesn't differ between powerlifting and bodybuilding. Bodybuilding and powerlifting are just simply political niches within the overall sport, which is weightlifting, which everyone's doing for the same reason, to get stronger and to look bigger, okay? To get stronger and look bigger, same thing, right? And of course, aesthetics, again, is more of something that you will focus on down the line when you put on the majority of the mass that you're able to, which I would say is around 15 to 20 pounds if you're a normal guy. If you're a genetic freak, yeah, probably you're going to go a lot more than that. But for the average lifter, you know, you can say within your lifetime, you'll probably put on at least 15 to 20 pounds. If you're really pushing it, you might be able to get to 30 pounds in your life. But remember, that is a lot of muscle, and that is going to change your body forever. Okay, your body's going to look different forever once you have that 30 pounds of muscle. And I'm talking after 10 years of lifting. But then again, this is a marathon, and even after 7 months of lifting, I have a physique where I can actually wear good clothes that fit me well, that show off my V-table, that show off the definition in my pecs and my shoulders and my lats and all this kind of Jesus, oh my god, all this jazzy stuff. And that's only after 7 months of lifting. So what happens after 7 years of lifting? I'm going to look like a different person, okay? So again, crux of this video, the meat and potatoes of this video is focus on progressive overload in the 5 to 8 rep range, or the 6 to 8 rep range, whatever you choose. It doesn't really make a difference. And make sure you're getting stronger every week, man. Make sure you're getting stronger. Make sure you're putting at least a little bit more of a weight on what you're lifting, or you're doing more reps, or you're doing more sets, or whatever it is that you're doing. I would say focus more on adding weights, because that's a better way to track it, because you're always going to be in that 5 to 8 rep range. But I mean, if you really want to test yourself, go up to 12 reps, and you know, if you can do 12 reps easy on the bench press, you know, you're doing it's too easy, man. You've got to make that shit heavier, so that when you do 6 reps, that 6th rep feels like you're going to die. Okay, that's when you know you're working. And always have a room. I like to think this way. There's some people who don't have room for one more rep. Have room for 1 rep and then stop. Okay, because now you've got a little bit more energy for your next set. But make sure that after that 1 rep that you saved, after that you would die. Which is why I like the principle of 1 more rep, because I always find that I can always push more than I think. I can always get 3 more reps in. Always. Okay. Now, don't always have that mentality, because there's times where you can't do 3 more and you try and you kill yourself, so don't do that. But I always do find myself, as a rule of thumb, that I can always do 1 more at least. I can always do 1 more at that point where I think I can't do anymore, okay? And when I do that 1 more, I know I can do 1 more, but I know that after that, I won't be able to do another one, okay? Because this one was terrible. This one was very, very hard. It took everything. So 1 more of giving everything, and then I'm done. I can't give any more, okay? Because then I'm going to die. I'm going to kill myself, and I don't want to kill myself. I want good gains. I want to be strong, but not that badly, okay? I don't want to kill myself in the process. So again, I'm not going to repeat myself again, but progressive overload. Make sure you're overloading, man. That's the thing where beginners fail. I did it for 4 years and I got nowhere. I was doing curls, I was doing the bench press, not on the fucking bench, on the machine, but I was doing high volume, very high volume. I was doing like 12, 15 reps, man. I was doing the lat raises again, same thing, not lat raises, fucking lateral pull downs. I was doing those as well, and I was doing it in the high volume, so I was getting a pump. I felt good, don't get me wrong, but I didn't see results in the long term. I was like, what the hell, man? I'm doing these lat raises, or I keep saying lateral raises, what the hell's wrong with me? I keep doing these lat pull downs, but I'm not seeing any results. I keep doing these bicep curls, but I'm not seeing any results. But what am I doing wrong? Well, buddy, you're not getting stronger. That's the thing. You're doing, it's too easy. You're just doing endurance work. You need to lower the rep range, and you need to up the weight, the poundage, the kilograms that you're using. Okay, so you can do 5 to 8 reps of whatever you're doing, and it is moderately intense. It's difficult, and every week you're progressing. Okay, I said what you could have said in 5 minutes and 15 minutes, but you got the extra John treatment. You see, this is the important thing. You got the extra John love, and that's why you're on this channel. Okay, you're here to get the extra John love. I know you are, so I'm going to give you what you came here for. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. I hope this was helpful, and if you do want to know anything more, don't ask me because I don't know anything more, but I do have loads of books. I almost dropped everything that was on there. Stop falling. I do have this book, which I have barely read, mind you. It is the Bible of Bodybuilding, but I do prefer Arnold's little book, which I don't have on me right now. Oh, there it is. There we go, I found it. There we go. It's called The Education of a Bodybuilder, and doesn't it look dank? This is actually the best book for a newbie, actually, if you're getting into bodybuilding, because it tells you Arnold's experience as a child, and then as a teen, and then as a young adult, and then as an older adult. And it goes into everything as to how he got into the physique that he's known for. And of course, he's got some amazing pictures, man. I mean, why wouldn't you want this book? This book is the best book on earth. And look at that one, man. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger and you got Franco Columbu. Legends, absolute legends. Anyway, that's going to be it from me. Hope you enjoyed this video. All this information I got is literally from good old the GOAT, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and 100 other places which I can't really care to mention because there's just too many people, man. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative, and if you do have any questions about anything else or this, do get in touch, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.